Part of loving ourselves unconditionally is learning to embody that energy every single day in every single moment. And it is not an easy thing. It is not, and it takes practice. Because you have to counter every time one of those thoughts comes in your head. You have to counter it because you're the one having those conversations. It's not somebody else in your head saying things. It's you. You're the one saying those things. You're the ones putting those thoughts in your head. You're the ones who is having that negative conversation. So it is up to you to put in the hard work. And that means you have to be hyper vigilant. You have to really pay attention to the thoughts that cross your mind. We really have to learn how to listen, because the negative voice, that voice that we have been conditioned to listen to our whole life that tells us we aren't SH, you know what? The voice that tells us that we are garbage is so loud, and it has been conditioned to judge us so loudly. That voice that comes from the universe, it is so light and so delicate when it first, that we really have to pay attention to hear it. And it's so quiet, like a whisper at the back of the orchestra, like a whisper over the cacophony of sounds at the front. It's very, very, it's beautiful when you start to hear it. And the more you tune into it, the louder it gets. And those voices at the front, you just counter them, because that's programming. That's habit. It's a habit that you get into to speak to things in a certain way. Okay, negativity. One of my books, the first book is Unleash Your Light, and I talk about being nice to yourself. One of the things that I used to do is I was very, very mean to myself. So if I dropped something, it would be an hour of me bitching myself out for dropping it. You stupid. What the hell is wrong with you? You drop everything. You're so damn clumsy. Why the hell does anyone deal with you? All I did was drop something. It doesn't need for me to be on 10. And yet it would be an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours of me being all screwed up because I dropped and broke something, right? What I had to do was pay attention to that. And as soon as I heard myself saying something that was negative about myself, saying something mean, you're stupid, you're fat, you're ugly, you're manly, nobody will ever love you. No wonder what happens to you is happening to you. I counter it. No, I just made a mistake. It's okay. You're beautiful. You're wonderful. It's literally just switching the habit and believing that we are worthy, believing that that piece of the light of God, of the universe, whatever you like to call it Fred, it doesn't care, is in you, and that you are worthy, and that you are trying to embrace it. You have to know that you are so very worthy of everything that is in your path. And your job is to embrace yourself, to love yourself unconditionally, no matter what you have done, no matter where you have been, no matter what you look like. Overcoming that conditioning, exactly, believing in yourself. And it takes time. I say to my friend Jody all the time, it took us 40-something years to get to this point, and to train ourselves to think this way. It's not going to happen overnight that they're all going to be gone. It's going to take time. It's going to take time. But we can do it. We can do it. And we have support. Look at all these wonderful people that are here right now. Look at all these great people in the Akashic Academy. Our soul tribe finds us. Absolutely, I am worthy. Everybody should be saying it. You are born worthy. You house a divine being that chose you for this adventure in this incarnation on this earth. And I don't know the bigger picture. That's way above my pay grade, right? They just tell me to talk about emotions. They just tell me to talk about unconditional love. They just tell me to talk about forgiveness and empathy. And that's easy to push outward, right? We can all do stuff outwards in the hippy dippy way, right? We need to turn all that inwards on ourselves. Any instinct that you would have towards someone else, turn that on yourself, and that's the right thing. And know that you are so worthy. Your job is to love yourself unconditionally. When you do that, you will be not only embracing that divine within you, but you will be unleashing that light so that your purpose shines out, so your purpose is so clear. You will hear it, you will see it, you will feel it, and you will be so transformed. It is amazing. I am still in the process, y'all, and every single day it still blows me away how far I've come, and I'm so excited for how far I have to go and what's on the road ahead of me. So